hold on, let me just straighten everything out. Let's go look at the past energy here, which is what we're going to be looking at first. You have the Page of Wands here, which talks about news, some information that could be coming in, potentially about reunion. Maybe this is about getting back together of some sort, or something in regards to friendship. Maybe there is some news here that you guys have received. This is a messenger, right? Pages are messengers, and the Page of Wands, it talks about news actually being taken. There's something going on, some message that you gained in the past about Three of Cups. Okay, this could, yeah, like I said, it could very well could be concerning about reunion. This could be, concerning about your network, your close knit network, your friends, your family. This could be starting a new adventure potentially in regards to potentially with family, right? This could be some sort of adventure with family, but sticking to the love life perspective, this could be news, especially ones that has a lot to do with reunion, okay? Because the Page of Wands, like I said, is news, and the Three of Cups is like the union of hearts. But this is also this is like connecting with somebody on a potentially platonic level, but a place of understanding. But then you have in the future external energy here, the Two of Pentacles. So it's almost like you guys potentially have received a message about something, but maybe this is in regards to like the hopes of understanding a certain connection that you may have. But you also have the Two of Pentacles, which is looking at the practical and not really looking at internal. There's something emotionally going on. There's like a lot of energy that's going through. Like there's looking like there's some energetic stuff that's happening. It's something that has to do with connection, with somebody. But there is a lot of focusing on the practical, right, and not understanding it emotionally. And I feel like you guys are, since you guys are Aquarians, like you guys have a very abundant understanding of a lot of aspects of life, especially the emotions. So I feel like there may be something that is not really being seen, or there's a lot of potentially there's the focus is on something else. They're making a decision potentially. I know the Two of Pentacles can talk about juggling, juggling more than one person at the same time. And it could be that you're dealing with somebody that's making a decision about someone else currently, or someone that could be, seeing as someone else, or you're juggling you and someone else. There could be a situation where this could be you, Aquarius, where, you may have, met somebody and there's another person involved, and you're now trying to make a decision about who you're going to pick. But I really get this feeling that, this is not necessarily a third party relationship. I get the sense that there is this situation where there is some sort of emotional communication, because you have the Page of Wands here. And I know the Page of Cups would probably come up for emotional communication, but this has to do with energy, right? Wands, fire, that's energy. Anything really is energy, but this is, to me, stands out more as energy, action, things, of that nature, something that's doing. And the Three of Cups is coming up, but your environment, your external energy for the past is the Two of Pentacles, which is focused on the practical, making practical decisions, looking at, having your focus, on what's physically there rather than what's emotionally going on in the background. So there's something bigger to the story. There's something more to the story here. Now, I feel like with this decision, this was juggling or some sort of trying to keep the balance right now, because mostly I feel like this is more keep the balance rather than making a decision. Because what decision are you having to make? Maybe if this information that you gained from this person that that's very close to you potentially gave you some information that you're trying to weigh the pros and cons out, whether or not it's valuable to you. Or maybe somebody offered you something that's like exciting for the time being. It's like a get together, and you're not trying to figure out whether it's worth your time or not for some of you guys. But in the future, in the present here, you have the Empress. So this is about manifesting. This is about giving birth to new ideas. This is about giving birth to abundance, and this is also the domestic situation. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, this has a lot to do with your home situation, because you have the Four of Wands. But this could be about commitment, right? Giving birth to a situation where you feel truly committed. And I feel like you have reached a stepping stone, a very huge stepping stone, where you were potentially, where you may have been on the fence. Well, now you feel committed. You feel like you've hit a point of success. Not the only point, right? Because there's still so many things to jump over, but you see the path to it. I feel like you hit like you walked up a hill and you finally get to see all around you, and where you can see your destination. right? You can see where your happiness is from this peak, and this is like a great place. It's like this is a place where you finally, like, you say, hey, I did such a good job. I'm great here. I mean, I'm good because I can see where I'm going to go next, because the sun illuminates all things. You can see the path to that can lead to your potential happiness. And I feel like that's what the Four of Wands is doing. And I feel like with the Empress, you have this ability to manifest this into the physical. She's very, she gives birth to something, and then she hand it to the Emperor to get, handle it. But right now, I feel like it's about what it is that you want and giving birth to it. Because here in the, okay, that makes sense, right? Here in the past, you're making a decision about what is worth your time, what is of value to you, what makes you happy. And I feel like it has a lot to do with something in regards to a connection with someone, or a connection with someone that you love, or someone that you want to be together with, someone that sees eye to eye, someone that works well with all your friends. A new adventure has arisen, and it has a lot to do with the decision that you have to make in regards to some sort of commitment, right, of what you want. So I feel like presently you're giving birth to something new. You're giving birth to potentially being in a relationship that can lead you to potential happiness here. But it's about utilizing the sun to get you to where you can begin to manifest, right, to begin to visualize and go for it and put in the effort to really get to where you want to be. Because I feel like ultimately, guys, you have made a lot of effort already with the Four of Wands, and it's about just, it's like, it's very interesting. It's like you uniting, or something. Not uniting. I feel like potentially you guys may have you reunited with somebody emotionally, but you're trying to figure out how to get together physically. Trying to make this emotional connection that you have with someone potentially a physical reality. But you have a pathway to do it. And it's all about using that beautiful Aquarius mind of yours, right? To really figure out and piece together what you may need to get to this place, because you have all the answers with the sun. There's clarity in the situation. Okay. That's really interesting. The Empress is so interesting. Let me pull one more card for you guys. In regards to Empress and the Four of Wands and the Sun, what's up with this? Okay. What more information can you give us? Just one more. Page of the Queen of Wands. You guys are not fire signs. You guys could be seeing a fire sign. That's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be a twin flame connection, because I always like to see, every time I see this card come up and there's nobody that's in this reading that's a fire sign, I get like real suspicious. I'm like, whoop. Besides, you guys have a reputation of having have some sort of karmic situation with Capricorn, so I can't help myself, right? I can't help myself. I feel like this is something to do with twin flame, but this does make sense, right? Where you may have a spiritual connection, you feel like you've reached a new place of commitment with an individual spiritually, but you're still trying to figure out how this is actually manifesting itself in the present, or how this has anything to do with you presently, while it's affecting you emotionally and psychically and intuitively. I feel like that's what's going on. But something about this love that you're gaining here, this, because the Three of Cups, in my opinion, since it's like platonic energy and people that's, that love you, I was surrounded as a social circle. This could be like unconditional love, right? Because you love everyone, no matter what they are. So I feel like, and you guys are the definition of unconditional love anyway. Aquarius is unconditional love. So I feel like for some of you guys, this may be that this love, this connection that you have with this individual has developed this sort of power to see a path in which you can become, you can be very, very happy. But you feel committed with someone. You feel very committed to this person. Someone that's potentially a twin flame, or someone that's, someone that you see is very passionate, very attractive, very alluring. They connect with you energetically. They're very active. They're very exciting. For those of you that don't have a twin flame relationship, right? For somebody that's just seeing someone new or dating someone fresh, this could be that this is a new start. This is a new spark, but you're not sure quite yet of what this connection can lead to. But it's all about looking at what your heart wants, right? And I feel like you did very potentially turn around and see what your heart was desiring, and now you're able to connect and you're able to begin to manifest something because you feel committed. You feel like, hey, you got to a place where you feel good about this connection, and you see the potential of happiness here. This is given to play out for the twin flames as well, right? That's that you met somebody, it's a serious spark, right? Where you reconnected with somebody from the past, because you do have the Knight of Cups here, someone that you already know. And now you're trying to figure out what if this is something that you really want to settle down and do, And now you just like, I feel like you guys made the decision to go ahead and follow your heart and really be, to start beginning to manifest something new that makes you feel that you already feel very committed to, and wanting to, to utilize this sun, this energy, to kind of see all around you, all sides. Because you're seeing things from all perspectives when the sun comes up. Now you have the Knight of Cups coming up. So this is, for some of you guys, this could be your ideal lover. This could be Dream Bae. But this is also somebody that is a friend, someone that you know. Maybe it's someone that you feel very platonic with, and maybe they're, I don't know. It's like this person's offering this in the future, so this may not happen now. Maybe there's just some news about somebody here. But I feel like I still feel like this is somewhat connected. Somewhat connected here. But with the Knight of Cups coming up, there is this, this energy here that's like, someone is offering love. Someone knows how to talk of a good game. But then this is also this weird energy here with the Knight of Cups that's like, he has a problem with follow through. He may say things that he means in that moment. He's not a liar, but he may not follow through with it very well. Now the thing here is that I'm getting age difference big time here with the Knight of Cups, Empress, Queen of Wands. There's an age difference here, definitely. But I feel like this person is offering their love, and I feel like here with the Five of Swords coming up, the Five of Swords here, there may be a feeling of untrustworthiness. Like, you don't know if you can 100% trust this individual. Like, the Five of Swords is also a very ruthless energy. It's very aggressive, very hardcore. And I feel like with that Five of Swords, there could be somebody that's doing anything or saying something at all costs. They could be doing something. They may feel like they may be focusing on love, focusing on what they want, and there's this ruthless energy that's coming up. That's like doing the best they can to get it at any cost, at all costs. And that could be very dangerous in some degree. But internally, they feel this way. They feel like they're doing everything and anything that they can to get what they want. But at the same time, you have Temperance coming up, which is also the slow down, calm, easy, let the divine timing card come in. Like that's this kind of card, right? There's a slow energy, and it's like, this is a time of peace and harmony. I feel like that's interesting. I feel like this, almost like this Five of Swords energy is like utilized in a very calm and not mundane, but a very controlled and harmonious fashion, that it doesn't really disrupt the flow. But I do get this feeling that this person comes off very harmonious. Maybe this person in the future is very harmonious and very sweet, very calm, but they have this energy of, they know what they want, they know what they're trying to do to get it, and they're going to do anything that they possibly can. I'm going to go ahead and actually pull a card for this one. I don't think this is a bad thing, to be absolutely honest. I'm just not getting really bad vibes with this, to be absolutely fair. Let me see. Why is the Five of Swords coming up for the Knight of Cups in the future's internal energy? The Four of Wands. They're trying everything and anything they can potentially to get to the Four of Wands, or to maintain it. Okay, what else can you tell us about this Four of Wands so that it makes sense? Why is the Four of Wands in the internal energy of the King of Cups, or the Knight of Cups rather? The King of Wands. Jeez, wow, holy smokes. Okay, so woo! What do we have here? King of Wands, Queen of Wands. I was just talking about twin flame connections, okay? Well, this is interesting. So you have the King and Queen of Wands. That's very interesting. You guys are not a fire sign, okay? You guys are, air. You know that, right? So, you know, this is an air sign kind of thing, and you got fire coming up in here. It's like, ooh. But to kind of hold off on the twin flame thing, this could be that this person is a, you know, a fire sign, or they could be just someone that is very passionate, very excited. They're very ruthless. They know what they want and they go for it. They'll do anything and everything that they can to get to where they want to be, which is a place of stability. So this person doesn't have to be a fire sign now. It doesn't have to be a fire sign. They could just be someone that is very, very go-getter. They don't play around. They're like the emperor. When there's something they need to do, they want to do, they will do it. They are the action cards. They are the let's get up, let's go. It's that gusto. They have that energy with them. They utilize their emotions and they use that as a fire. Okay, they turn that stuff into fire and they go off and they get it. Now with the Four of Wands rather, I feel like they really, you are their person and you are their person. Okay, you are their person and they are your person. You know, it is what it is. And it's very obvious that you are not the fire sign, or you're not the Queen of Wands, literally. Like, you're the Queen of Swords or King of Swords, right? There is, like, that is your element, that's your suit, but you're coming up as someone else's suit. Somebody else could be a fire sign, or someone else could be, you know, that's very, you know, that sees you as theirs, but they're acting in a way that's very motivated and very fiery. Very passionate individuals, the King and Queen of Wands. So pretty much what this is looking like, this is very similar energy. Well, like they come up together in these readings and it's like, whoa. What other additional information can we get for Aquarius this week? What additional information can we get for Aquarius this week? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Whoa. Well, okay then. We'll keep that in mind. Okay. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, Aquarius, I don't know who you're manifesting, but they're coming in. They're coming in with an offer of love, and they are different from your usual type. Knight of Cups. You know? Knight of Cups. And they really know what they want. Screaming Sagittarius energy, but I don't know, right? We don't know if this is a fire sign. We don't know yet. But we do get this feeling, though, right? This individual is very calm and cool and collected, but they also are ruthless to the core. They really want what they want. They want to commit with you. And this is someone that you already know, because the Knight of Cups is somebody that you know already usually. And this can be new energy, right? This could be very new energy. But you got two very familiar cards. Three of Cups. This is really dealing with people that you know. Knight of Cups, someone that you know. So this is typically a friend that wants more. But for those of you this could be a friend that wants more. But then you have this individual here that could be this is past energy, and this is someone that's coming up in the future. You know, I feel like you may know who this individual is. But we'll keep an open mind.